Hi, this is State Representative Jeremy Shaffer. We're here with another Shaffer Spotlight at Pittsburgh School of the Arts. We're at their facility located right on the Richland-Hampton border, right in front of the Richland Mall, the Shop and Save here. And I'm here with Kate Griffin, the owner and founder, and also my daughter, Laura Grace. All of my kids have done musical lessons, and Laura Grace is one of the students here at Pittsburgh School of the Arts. Now, Kate, when did the School of the Arts get started?
I've been teaching voice and piano out of my home for a very long time. I guess it was about 5 years ago that one of my friends invited me to bring some of my students into her co-working space. And that kind of got me out of my home and got me to see, oh wow, this is organically kind of growing and we're able to reach more students and more people. And then we did our grand opening about 4 years ago.
Now, how many students do you have? What type of classes or musical instruments do you cover?
So we offer private lessons in more than 20 different instruments. We have more than 30 teachers that are a part of our team. And so private lessons is the main thing that we do, but we also have some group things. So we have group piano, we have some art classes, we have early childhood, we have music theory, and we have a professional recording studio that we also encourage our students to do songwriting. And so we have some music technology things like that in our studio. And then behind me there's instruments. We have a rock band program. Private lessons is the main thing that we do for music, but we have some other supplemental things as well, groups and the arts.
What were the most popular musical instruments that you offer here?
I would say probably our four most popular instruments that we get inquiries about is piano, voice, guitar, and drums. Those are our top four instruments, and we've been getting actually a lot of violin inquiries as well recently. And then we also have instruments, flute, oboe, cello, bass guitar, you know, all the things, but voice, piano, drums, and guitar are our most popular.
Now, can you speak to the value of educating children in music and the arts in general? Like, even if the child isn't planning on going into a career in music, how does that help them? Music
has such a powerful role in all of our lives. There's actually been studies that have been done that children who take musical instruments score better on their SATs. They have better analytical skills in math and science. It teaches them how to count. Learning piano and rhythm, it's good for math. It's good for using both sides of your brain creatively. And so there's so many benefits. And that's why we start even as early as some children are 6 months old and they come in here with their moms. We have a Mom and Me class, and they sing and they learn their alphabet and they do movement and music because it's actually, there's been studies that have been done of the positive benefits that music has in the brain and the way that it really enhances all of life, and even all the way up to the elderly, where we have adult students, a lot of them retired. Some of them it helps, you know, with their arthritis and keeping the technicality in their fingers, but also their brains, keeping them active as they get older. And so there's just so many scientifically proven benefits of being involved in music.
What have been some of the paths that your students have taken?
Several of my students, when they were young, Laura Grace's age, are actually now teachers here at this school. Wow. So some of them have come back, and whether that's supplemental or whether they're here full time, many of them have gone on in music education, teaching, music technology. We have several that have done studio engineering and that kind of thing. And then we have just students that have gone into all fields, computer science, math, a lot of really intelligent children that have come out of here that didn't go into music, but music is still very much a part of their life.
I remember coming when you did your grand opening of this facility that you moved into a few years back. And then recently I read that you opened a new facility as well. Can you talk about what growth that you've had and maybe any future plans that you have as well?
It's been so organic, the growth, and it's been so exciting because it was never something that I set out to do, you know, being in a commercial space and having multiple locations. But we had such a good response when we launched 4 years ago, coming right off of COVID, that we've organically grown. And I had a friend out in the Robinson area who was bringing their children here, 45+ minute drive, and I was like, why are you guys driving all this way? And they said, we don't have anything like this around us. Would you consider bringing something out this way in the future? And so it just kind of happened. My parents, you know, my family's originally from Moon Township, and so my dad has a commercial space out there, and it's right near, you know, where we have a bunch of friends and contacts. And so it happened that in August we were able to move into a commercial space out in the Robinson area right off of Steubenville Pike, and it's going great. So we have over 300 students that come through here for private lessons and group lessons on a weekly basis, and over 30 teachers that are teaching on a weekly basis, plus a long list of subs and things like that. But it's been amazing to see the growth, and we're excited for 2026 and some of the new communities that we're starting to work in as well, and just really trying to meet the need. And kind of when we get invited and when people say, hey, we'd love for you to come, and we have a group of kids that would like to take a class or an after-school program or here at this church, we try to just meet the needs whenever we get invited.
You made a decision in the past to go from sort of being a one person providing private lessons to opening up a physical location, hiring employees. How has it been to be a small business owner here in the North Hills? What have been some of the challenges and what have been some of the positive aspects of that?
It's a huge step, like you said, to go from just running your own thing with just myself to coordinating and organizing everything, plus all the paperwork and taxes and finances and scheduling and automation and things. But it has been honestly the best thing I've ever done. It's always been a dream of mine to be able to raise up the next generation in music, and I have 4 children of my own, so once they got old enough to go to school and I had some time where I could invest into that, it's been amazing. It's been the American dream, if you will, you know, and we've had such amazing support. And I think another thing that's just such a blessing is being able to hire other creatives, because a lot of times people that are in that creative space or that are musical or that want to make a living doing that, if they're not actually teaching in a public school, it's really hard for them to make a regular salary. And so being able to have the ability to offer them money to do something that they love. I've got a lot of freelance artists and just people that have very specific skills that they really are passionate about. Being able to give them a place where they can network with other creatives and also have sustainable income is really something that's valuable, so that not only are we helping our students and our families in teaching them music, I'm also helping the creative community and young adults who want to make a living doing art and music but might not know how to financially, creating a space for them where I can give them a little bit of sustainable income, because it's a very project-based industry, you know, and so a lot of people, if they're doing gigs, you know, they might be doing weddings, or they might be playing shows or whatever, or even in a recording studio. It's up and down, you know, sometimes the work is a lot and sometimes it's not, and so being able to do private lessons and other things that are sustainable enables to bring some regularity to those folks, so it's a blessing. Challenges is just the normal entrepreneur, you know, trying things, and I think like the more that you try, the more that you fail, the more that you learn, the more that you can put into practice. So I just tell everybody the programs that we offer, the things that we do, the people that we work with, everything's an experiment and not everything's going to work, but we just have to kind of keep trying and reinventing the wheel, and it's fun. I mean, it's really fun to be able to problem solve and figure out what's working.
Well, congratulations on all of your success here at the Pittsburgh School of the Arts. Thank you for your service in helping teach the next generation all the valuable skills, including my own children, and wish you all the success. So thank you, Kate.
Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Yeah. So this has been another Shaffer Spotlight from the Pittsburgh School of the Arts here on the Richland-Hampton border. As always, if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please don't hesitate to contact one of our offices. In Gibsonia, we're located on 910 and Middle Road intersection, and in Wexford, we're located in Brooktree. Thank you and have a great day.